Hello. When was the last time I didn't have a beard? Great question.
It's a good start.
I don't remember. I think 2018.
That's a long time
18,
ago.
19. Yeah, I don't know what my chin looks anymore.
I think you should take it all off for summer.
Maybe. Nah. I was telling Ashley, maybe just do mustache. Only stash.
Just do a tash.
A dad tash.
Oh, then you're in full dad mode.
Yeah, literally. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Third time on the podcast. We have only uploaded one so far.
Third time's lucky.
No, the second one is coming. It's this, summer edition, so it's coming when it's warm
Summertime.
again. Hopefully. I've cut it, so it's there. I'm just really shit at uploading it. Sorry, kids, for
We'll get there.
the word. Yeah, so we at the end of our season again.
Last day.
It is the last day.
For me.
For
you, you've got lots to do.
Yeah, it's not the last day for me, but never is the last day.
Never ends.
Maybe. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I just did a podcast with Pasha
This morning.
and
Lovely.
now with you as the last one for the season. How
I'm
are
the
you?
last one?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky
I'm not doing
me.
another one today. That's
Lucky you.
not- Exactly. Right. How are you? You good?
I'm good. I'm
Well-
sad that the season's ending. I've had a
You
really
are?
nice one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But also excited.
anything different? Any news?
Anything different? I'm trying to think.
Well, we have time.
In the season or just in general?
Either.
In the season, it has been lovely.
Wow.
No, it's been fun. I think for this season, it's felt like for the dancers, we've been able to dance more and perform more and had more time on stage. So that's been really exciting.
Is it actually the case? I mean, it feels like it is, but
For me, it feels like
Yeah.
it is. But maybe I'm a bit biased.
I don't know. What's your first winter season you done the choreography for?
Yeah.
Is that true?
First one, choreographing for winter.
How was that? Good?
Yeah.
Different?
I love it. Different.
Yeah?
A lot more going into it than in summertime.
Yeah.
But I guess in summer, it was a quick turnaround for me. Like, I only had the 4 weeks notice and it wasn't my songs or my ideas.
Yeah.
Whereas this time it's been nice to get creative with Vashti and fully get involved and
Yeah. It's more
create together.
more process now.
Yeah, which has been way more fulfilling.
Good.
Which has been
Fulfilling
really
is a good word.
That's a big word, isn't it?
For you,
Didn't
it is.
expect that one from me, did you?
Nope, I did not. So yeah, I said it to Pasha today as well. I do get the comments of, it's really good, and we mainly get it's good or really good, whatever. But they also say it's more. They feel like it's more music,
Yeah.
and more dancing, and it's like, and less acts. Like it's not less acts because we have the same amount of acts. So
Yeah.
I haven't, and we have a host that is full on,
Mm.
But
Yeah,
they
he's
still-
always on stage.
but they still feel like it's more music, which I find
Really?
interesting. Yeah.
That's funny because I didn't think it was more music, but I guess there is more numbers for us. Like usually in my previous seasons, it's been about 8 to 10 dance numbers, whereas this one's been like 14 or 15.
Yeah. So it is more.
It's a big jump, I think.
Yeah. But it's interesting because we're coming from a season with Caesar,
Mm.
Diaz as the host, who basically his stuff is singing.
Yeah, that's true. It's all music, isn't it?
Yeah, and then he had the stuff with Louis together. There was no talking really.
Yeah. Felt like
So
a lot of music last
It
year,
was just
actually.
music really.
Yeah.
And now, but they say now it's more music.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know why.
And do they like that?
They do, yeah. I mean, some say they would like more acts because some people just
They like
come
the
here
acts.
for
They
the
come for that.
variety stuff. But
Mm.
I also said that this morning. It's like, for me, for my taste, and as we do the shows a little bit for us as well, I find variety shows where there's one act after another. I find them a bit,
Repetitive.
yeah, boring is the wrong word, but
Yeah.
it's more like a showcase than
Yeah.
a show.
Doesn't feel like a concept show.
Yeah, no.
Which I think has been nice this season because I
Yeah.
feel like we've had more of a concept and
I think generally going
reason.
more towards into, I don't know, concert,
style.
music video, Super Bowl show without the budget.
Yeah, Super Bowl show. I like
Show
it.
without the budget.
Without the budget on the side.
Although the Super Bowl show was shite, in my opinion.
It was not good this year.
No.
But I feel like, who was it this year? Kendrick?
Lamar, yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I want someone more exciting.
yeah, I listen to some of his stuff, but I'm not like a fan.
Yeah,
so
I used to. I don't really anymore.
Yeah, so I don't know. But the
I'm
whole,
trying to think who else we could put there.
I don't know. I mean, Taylor Swift is obviously one that that would be.
Yeah, but I don't really like Taylor Swift.
No, me neither. But I think she'd be
She'd
good
be
for
great.
it.
That's true.
I saw a comment of Robbie Williams. Do you know Robbie Williams? Yeah. He's saying that he's been asked, which was a joke, but I think he would be good actually.
I think he'd be great.
Yeah.
He was just in Australia
Is he big in Australia?
recently. Yeah.
Because I don't think he
Massive.
really.
Well, not anymore though. He hasn't really
Yeah.
been around for a while. But
I think he's not big at all in America. In the US, they
Really?
don't know him really. No, I think he lives in LA. That's why he lives
oh
there.
no, he's massive in
Yeah.
Oz.
Well, you more
Well, I guess
UK
for like when I was younger.
orientated
Yeah.
than aren't you?
Oh,
don't
then
know.
well, we're quite US as well, but we
Yeah.
definitely take on the Brit side of music and
Yeah.
food. Oh, yeah, the
no,
food.
just no.
The London food. Oh, yeah.
Did you like the London food?
I loved it. I felt
So-
like I was at home.
So we went to, just for context, we did an audition in London. First audition of the Kunz Theatre.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? Yeah, it is true.
Yeah, it's first Kunz
audition we've done. We've done audition for. Well, you can tell. Yeah, you can say it. I don't need to talk here all the time.
You can keep talking too. Yeah, we did our first auditions for the Kunz Theatre in London for singers, dancers, and singer-dancers as well.
Yep.
Which, this is the first season we've had a singer-dancer.
Which is you.
Me. Kind of, just like dipping our toes into it.
Yeah.
But I think that's always been the idea for Vash. And for me as well, because we've both come from musical theatre background, so...
And there, it's basically the norm.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's in musicals, which is great, like in musical theatre training or...
I do like the idea of it, and when we were doing the audition, during the audition, I was like, I don't get it, because I was like, they're good singers, but not great.
Yeah.
To some extent, they're good dancers, but they're not necessarily great dancers. So I didn't really see the point. But then, like, I thought about it last week when we got back, and I was like, what I do like when I watch musicals is the harmonizing and the choir part of the sound,
Yeah.
and not fabricated by a track.
Yeah, it adds a whole
Which-
different quality to it.
Which I find not boring, but I find it a bit like it's fabricated. It feels unnatural
Yeah, it's not authentic, is
to
it?
have a big choir going on music on a track.
Yeah, when you know there's just like 3 people backstage.
Yeah,
Not like a full
there's
choir
no one
sat back there.
backstage.
Yeah, true.
In some of like dinner shows to put on tracks like that.
Yeah.
But so I think I like the idea. So I think we need to look at it again to.
Yeah, I
have
really
that.
enjoy it. I mean, I love to sing and I've trained my whole life for it, so it's fun to get back into it. It was nerve-wracking getting into it because I haven't done it for so long. But it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
that
especially
side
when
of
you're listening to like the big tracks from musicals or whatever it is. They're all building up, and they're all but built on obviously on the choir, on the musicians, but it's always loads of voices coming together, which makes it feel
fuller.
And I think that's something we can look into more.
Yeah, and I feel like it's not really been done in dinner shows before either.
No, I don't think there is a musical dinner show.
No.
Which I think is interesting.
Should we start a musical? Just do musicals.
Yeah,
just
I
do
don't know.
Wicked.
Yeah, but you can't get the rights for it. I don't think.
Yeah,
We probably
the
can,
rights
but,
will be really expensive.
but we've
for
we've
Wicked.
thought about it. Actually, and I have that to incorporate it more. And I mean, now what we're doing, which I already like, is the block themes to have a little bit of a red line running through it. But I don't know. I mean, I like musicals, but I don't know. It might be worth looking at it to do it like one-offs.
Yeah.
You know.
Give it a little.
Like for example,
taste.
we have the tent here in September is the show is over. You could do 2 more weeks of whatever.
Yeah. Some sort of show.
Some sort of musical
Musical-esque.
thing. Or you could
Yeah.
do children musical for Christmas period, things like that.
Yeah. That
Could do
stuff always
Frozen.
sells so well. Yeah, Frozen would
For
be-
example.
they would
So
love
yeah,
that.
it is, but it's a problem with the stage as well. But with no idea in the summer with doing the stage there, I don't know. We need to see. Did you like the
Could be cool.
auditioning
I did.
part of it?
I really enjoyed it. It was cool to see, to be on the other side of it, because I've
Yeah.
done so many auditions before, and I know the feeling of going into the room and being like, I really want the job, like, please give it to me. So it was nice to be on the other side, but also nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it was.
I think because it was our
Yeah.
first time and like we wanted it to go well, and even planning auditioning, there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
That,
So
yeah, a
thanks
lot of
to
work.
Kate that worked out.
Yeah, thank God we had Kate.
that would have been a lot.
Because
to tackle.
otherwise it'd be like the blind leading the blind. We would not be right.
But I could not be a performer. Like going for auditions, like
Really?
I couldn't do that.
Why?
I don't know.
The constant rejection.
Yeah,
That'll
I
do
mean,
it
maybe
for
it's
you.
also because I don't think I have talent in any sort of that hemisphere.
Mm.
Like I can't sing for shit, so it wouldn't make sense for me anyway.
Yeah.
But just being like, I don't know, being judged
Yeah.
every time.
It's a
Like
hard industry.
If you, but it's the same. Like if you go in a job interview, but you don't in a job interview, you don't necessarily need to show your skill.
Yeah, and I think the hard thing for dancing or singing, it's a lot on looks too.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, it's not just your ability, it's how you perform, it's how you look, it's even what you wear. Like, people notice that. Like, it's
it's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things. It's a lot more personal, I think, and I think it's such a vulnerable position to be in to, like, fully show yourself.
Yeah, it also depends, like, what type of looks are there that day. Like, you might have a lot of blondes, then as a brunette you stand out more, for example.
Yeah.
And then what we cast for.
Yeah,
And
like what we want. Or
like from the 100 people, you had at least 50 very strong. But we could only choose the 10 or whatever we chose at the end.
There's only so many. And
then you get cut.
Only 7 dancers.
Just because there was one that is maybe a similar look.
Yeah.
And had a better moment than.
Yeah.
It's just like
stood out for different reasons.
Yeah, it's minor differences. Yeah, I find it more clear with singers.
Yeah, because they're so different.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you can really pick the difference.
Especially if you have a sort of an idea of a show concept, then you can hear the voice that you want for it.
Yeah.
And with singers, you can clearly tell if someone is not there yet, or maybe have a bad day, but you can hear it easier when they don't hit the notes, for example.
Well, like some people, you're like, oh, give them, like, they're just training you. Like, give them a year, get a bit more experience, and then they'll come back and be incredible and exactly what you're looking for.
And I think that has to do with it as well.
Yeah.
And with singers, since they're alone on stage sometimes and have to carry themselves, you have to have someone, at least in our shows, that is, what do you say, bit grown up.
Yeah.
To some
more
extent.
Mature.
Who can carry it.
Can hold the stage.
Yeah, exactly. Who has a persona more.
Yeah. And
I think that was difficult to find. I think we have a couple options, but see if we hear back from them.
Yeah, see if they respond. But it was really fun. I was impressed with how many people came. Yeah, me too. And the talent that came.
Yeah, and we're not known.
No.
At all.
No.
Really. Like, it's funny because we had done sort of talk to the closed circuit we chose, and they all didn't know really what we're doing or anything.
Yeah.
But then how would they?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's been...
Most of them are trying to get cruise ships or West End jobs,
or West End,
I would say.
Yeah.
So dinner shows is not really on the radar, and then we have never done an audition. That before.
To be fair, I didn't really know about... Well, I didn't know about dinner shows, Spiegel tents, any of that before I came over to Germany.
No.
When I went into the audition for my previous job, I had no idea what I was auditioning for.
No, that's funny. But and then here obviously when you're in it, you think, hey, that's all there is.
Yeah, literally it feels like that.
And a lot of people in this industry, Spiegel tent industry thing, they really do think it's the start and end of everything.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's everything.
There's a lot more to
bubble.
Yeah, it is a bubble. It is very much a bubble.
Yeah.
As with the artists and stuff, it's very much a close circle. Everyone knows each other.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a little bit incest.
Jesus, cut that, please.
Keep it in.
No, we need to cut that. Keep it in there. Okay, well, I had some interesting conversations with Pasha as well. We need to see if we keep that in, but
I'm just trying to make your life more difficult.
I didn't think he was going in that direction. I was like, all right.
Oh no, this is not what I meant.
And you will be back in the summer again.
Back in summer. Back for another show.
You're not really back. You've been you're with us now full time, so
yeah. Which is so exciting. Any regrets?
Oh, yeah.
Just a few?
Not yet. They will come, I'm sure.
They'll begin.
Do you have any ideas already for the summer? Like, have you wrote something down with my wife yet?
I think we've got... The plan is for the live show. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
To have live music.
I mean, I've never posted these things anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if it's going up? So, nah, kidding.
Sorry, Jenny.
Sorry, Jenny. You have to cut that one too. Yeah, plan his live show, live music, which has never been done here before.
Nope, we've not done that yet.
Very exciting.
I can't speak today. We've had live musicians before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we obviously have Camilla, and we had, I think, what was his name? Myron, who did saxophone.
Yeah, saxophone, yeah.
And Stefan Krasnage with the fiddle.
Violin, true.
But we never had a band
Yeah.
or playing the music completely
for the show.
For the show, so that's not been done.
Yeah, which is so exciting. And I think us and Vash as well have such a big love for like rock and live music, so it's exciting to bring it here and like incorporate that into the show.
Yeah, so talk me through the general idea.
The general idea of it?
Of how to incorporate a live music.
Well. I don't know. How do I explain it?
I don't know.
Just bringing, I don't know, a live band into, instead of using the usual click tracks or backing tracks that we use, is having a live band to play everything, and we can really work off them and play off them for the whole show.
So does it work with you having a track as well, played pre-recorded, and then there's a layer live play on top of it?
I think they'll have like a track that there'll be like a piano track in it, or I don't know what the technical word is.
It's fine.
But there will be a track there that they will play off, but everything that they will do will be live, which is really exciting.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a lot more work that goes into it than I realised, because you always just hear a live band and you think, oh, they're just playing, but there's so much that goes into it, especially with the singer here as well, like making sure that they can bounce off each other and work off each other.
And you have to timing things when they're, I mean, probably for acts we probably will have back-end tracks as well, so, but you have to have a timing situation
where
it needs to filled in. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's
really exciting. I love live music, so I'm really excited to dance. And
do you play an instrument?
No, I wish I did. I used to do guitar lessons when I was a kid. I used to play the flute.
There you go.
I don't think I played it very well.
Oh.
But I mean, I sing. Does that count?
I guess it does, yeah.
Maybe.
I don't play an instrument at all, and I don't sing, so
I think,
that's that.
I think you would be great on a bass.
On a bass?
A bit of ding, 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 ding.
Not to sound
look at that.
Insulting, but I think that looks rather simple, which it definitely isn't, but it looks
Watch your words.
It looks simpler than the guitar.
Yeah, the guitar's always the impressive one. Oh, I find drums quite impressive.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that.
I mean, it's all impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, playing an instrument to a certain standard is highly impressive.
Yeah.
Like, it's like when we went to a show in London when they have the orchestra down. I was like, I don't know how they do it. No.
And like just read a sheet. It's like reading a language. They just read sheet music and play it.
But they do it every day, so that's what they do.
Yeah. Well, it's like here you get into the rhythm of it.
I mean, I couldn't do the bar act that Pasha does either.
The bar act?
Yeah.
What bar act?
Pasha's.
Oh, Pasha's bar act. I love that act.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't do it though. I don't think. Nope, couldn't.
I'd love to see you try swing around. Have you seen the new one that he does? And he swings from the back, and then he swings and like does like a 380 flip over the other one and lands at the front. 380 flip. Is that what it's called?
Well, it can be, but it's normally 360.
Well, I think his is a 380, and it's really impressive.
Yeah, he said that he's incorporating new things during a season when he gets used to it.
Oh, it's amazing. His act is so cool.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite things to perform in the night is his act.
Well, you right in it. You can.
Yeah. Not my choreo, it's his.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
But it's so fun.
Did you get hit almost? Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah. During rehearsals, yeah.
Yeah.
But not too bad.
You didn't get knocked out.
No bad injuries yet. I mean, I think I've got a bad back. From kicking my head, but otherwise it's all right.
Kicking your head?
Yeah, because I kick my head and then I kick it at the back, and I think that's destroyed my back. But it's quite fun.
Wait, you hit yourself with your leg in the face?
Not in the face, but it's close.
During what number?
During his act.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But no one notices it because he's flipping and doing his thing, which is way more impressive.
So you basically jeopardize your career.
Just
people
for that
not seeing
one,
you.
for people not to even watch that one
I need
act.
to watch for. Do you do that every night?
Yeah,
I watched that tonight. I haven't seen that yet.
last time.
Tonight is my chance.
It's my chance.
Didn't know that.
No, don't watch him. He's great.
I've seen him now 85 times, so it's.
Have we done 85 shows?
I don't know actually.
I reckon we've done about that.
Yeah, probably. We've done a couple less in February than last year, so I think last year we were 90.
Yeah, right.
I think. I actually don't know. Could be more. Could
I
be
don't know
less.
either. I probably should be counting.
Yeah. Well,
We're done now anyway.
it's done now. You're gonna fly home.
Yeah,
When on Monday?
Which I'm not excited for the flight. I hate flying. And especially that one, it's like 25 hours.
So where do you fly?
Altogether.
You fly Frankfurt to?
Frankfurt to Dubai, then Dubai to Sydney.
The Dubai Sydney is one leg.
14 hours.
Oh, not too bad.
14 hours.
I don't find that too bad actually. If I think about it. Like I've flown 14 hours to
America?
Santiago. I think was 12 hours. Santiago de Chile. I think it was 12 hours.
That's quite long.
So you fly 8 hours to Dubai,
And
and
I
then
think 9 hours, and then have a little stopover, and then 14 hours. Maybe a long stopover.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
I don't find it that bad.
I mean, it's not bad, and I'm not doing it often. So
I mean, 14
once a
hours.
year.
That's 4 films.
Yeah, I just watch
4 or
Harry
5
Potter
films.
because
Yeah.
they're long films and they're good ones to watch.
You can watch 1 to 7 almost. Yeah.
Yeah, watch the whole thing.
Yeah. Do you fly economy?
Yeah, of course. Can't afford that business. I have flown business once
Have you?
during COVID, and it's when Australia's borders were closed.
Yeah.
And I just really, it was like they just like were starting to let people come back because we'd done the lockdown here, and then we did the ship. And then after that, I was like,
You went
I
home
need
for
to
a
go
long time,
home.
weren't you?
Yeah, I was here for about two years, I think, because I couldn't get home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We never talked about that.
Really?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was at staying with a previous partner during the time of the lockdown, and that was really shit. It sucked. I mean, it was lovely that his family let me stay and everything, but it was hard time because it was when you couldn't leave like a certain amount of area.
Yeah.
Like it was like a certain amount of kilometers or something like that.
Yeah,
that
I
you
remember
couldn't
that,
leave.
yeah.
And
But you couldn't fly home. You weren't allowed to.
nah, they closed the borders for Australia.
Even for an Australian
Yeah.
who
It
has
was
their
so
residence
hard
in
to get
Australia.
home. Yeah.
That's
Couldn't get
fucked
home.
up.
And then they started to, people could fly home, but then they'd have to do a mandatory 2 weeks
In a
quarantine at a
hotel.
hotel.
Yeah.
But we were on the ship when that happened.
Ah, okay.
So I missed that. So I was actually really lucky when I got back. I had to quarantine for 2 weeks, but I got to do it at home,
Ah, okay.
which was so fun because I just had a massive party with my family. My parents and I just drank the whole time. And
Did they quarantine with you then, basically?
yeah, they were like,
They didn't
if you
go
have to
out.
do it, we'll do it too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
2 years not being home. That's,
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, especially well, normally like if you have work and you travel and you're on the ship, whatever, that's fine. But in a time where you're like just sitting around.
Yeah, and it sucked because my partner at the time was still able to go to work.
Ah, okay.
So he would go during the day and I'd just sit at home and be like, so what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
So it was it was a hard time, but I was very lucky that I had a family I could stay with and took me in very nicely, which was good.
Yeah.
'Cause
At least
it would've
something.
Sucked if I had nowhere to stay on
Yeah, I
the
mean,
streets.
What do people do then? Like,
I
I'm
don't
sure there's
know.
some Australians who, like, for example.
Couldn't find anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a performer, for example, and you didn't have a partner,
Yeah.
and a contract was
What
over,
do you do? Yeah.
you don't have money,
Yeah.
you're not making money.
No.
It's difficult, yeah.
Yeah, it was a hard time. But I did get to fly business.
Why was it? Like, you just didn't care?
It was it was the only flights that they had available. Because flights would you'd click on the flights and they would just completely sell out straight away because people wanted to get
Seriously?
home. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we paid $8,000. My parents had to help me.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't afford it. And
$8,000. Yeah.
$8,000 and got to fly business though, which was really
It's
fun.
nice.
Yeah. It was lush.
Yeah. We flew to New York business, but we got upgraded. So
Yeah.
because my mum has a close friend of hers works for Lufthansa.
Right.
So she upgraded us. Couldn't afford that either.
Yeah.
That's-
It's so expensive.
Yeah, it is. But it's fun.
It's so fun. I want to fly first class one day.
Not every plane has that though, I think.
Really?
No.
One of
Only
those fancy Dubai ones, like Emirates
I
or
think
something.
a normal flight doesn't have that. like you have to have a one like a Airbus A380, I think what it's called. They have the first class.
There are 2
upstairs,
stories.
the
That's the
two
ones that I
stories.
fly to get home.
Yeah, they have that.
They're huge.
Yeah.
That's when we got on the plane the other week to London. I was like, this is the smallest plane
And it actually
I've
wasn't
ever
normal.
seen.
A normal great Ryanair flight.
That was the scariest thing. That whole flight back from London, I thought I was going to have a panic attack the whole time. It was like this the whole time.
Oh,
Did you not
wasn't.
feel that?
No.
In my head, we were going like this.
But I was asleep, to be fair.
You slept through that?
Yeah, I did. I sleep
didn't.
on most flights.
Really?
Yeah,
That's quite impressive.
I can sleep anywhere normally.
I find it hard
Could
to sleep
fall
on
asleep
flights.
right here, right now, like this. No problem.
Don't close your eyes for too long. You'll be out.
I actually have fond memories of COVID, which is so weird, because I still had a little bit of work. So with the company, obviously, it still kept going. We did the food boxes and stuff, and I was just in a new relationship with Ashley, so we just really started to get to know each other.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, there was a lot of fights because you knew to each other and you spent every day with each other.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, all
But
day,
still,
every
it was
day, you're not
nice.
used
Like
to
it was,
it.
we had a great time.
Yeah.
Really did. But privately, but company-wise, it was
Rough. She was rough.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Really. It was, and they
Yeah, it's
changed
just
the
scary for
routes
everyone.
every 2 weeks. I felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a lot's changed after COVID, or do you feel like you've gone back into
I think
the
it
flow of it all?
has been in waves. I think the first season we've done after COVID, people were incredibly happy to be back in life
Yeah.
and grateful, and we had a big surge of new customers.
Yeah.
Then the second year after COVID was still that, and was the best season we've had numbers wise. It was last winter, and then now I feel like people don't remember that time and are not glad anymore.
Yeah.
Don't reflect on it anymore. And now it's, especially in Germany, and it's very much not a great environment. Like people are not very happy these days because of loads
All the things.
happen. But
yeah.
and that was nice after COVID because everyone was so happy to
Yeah.
be in a normal circumstances again.
Yeah, and just be around
Yeah,
people.
it was
and
really great.
Seeing a
Like
show
it was nice
again.
having a show here and everything. So
Yeah.
that was great, but now it changed a bit again. So, but yeah, I thought it would never come back the way it was.
Yeah.
I really did. I thought we're gonna have to do shows differently and have to be more spacious
Change
and
our life
ahead.
completely.
But like if you do shows, then maybe you have like half of the audience size, maybe
Yeah.
and things like that, or maybe
Yeah.
also like maybe people will not go back to the to watching like be in public as much because there were points where you just didn't know if it was ever gonna change.
It felt
again.
like it never was going
Yeah.
to. It felt like it was always going to stay like that.
Even with the vaccinations, then that
Yeah.
didn't really help that much either.
Oh, I forgot about
felt like-
those.
Yeah,
I did that on the ship.
did you?
Where'd you get your vaccination?
Here, I think. Yeah, I got
You-
2.
You got 2. I think
Yeah.
I got... I can't remember.
I got some
I
weird.
think I got 2. We
I-
did one before the ship and then
I
one
got
on
some
the
weird stuff. I didn't get the good
ship.
stuff.
Oh, what'd you get? Dodgy stuff.
I don't know what's it called.
I think I got Pfizer.
AZ something.
Ugh.
don't
Ooh, what are
remember.
you injected with?
I don't remember. It was some stuff that was quicker available in Germany.
Yeah.
Well, I was really sick, so I was. Did you have
Oh, you
COVID?
got really
yeah,
sick,
I was,
didn't
yeah,
you?
I was really like I 1 minute. Yeah. Well, let's take a quick break,
Take a
and
break.
I elaborate on that in a minute.
Oh,
You tried
yeah. I think that's my favourite part.
Yeah, mine too. One was the only one who has only done this. Like one. I'm not doing it because I don't want to. Like it just did one clap, and
And that
then
was
I was
it.
like, yeah.
So excited for it.
I was like, what are you doing? What were we saying? COVID. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was very sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had it in March 2020. I got it from Ashley.
March 2020.
She
yeah.
brought it over from London. She came to visit for like a couple of days.
And she brought it with her.
She brought it with her,
Oh no.
and I was like, still the straight out of the lab. Sorry,
Straight out of the lab.
or wherever
The fresh one.
the real stuff. Still,
Oh, so it really took you out.
yeah, I was sick for 5 weeks.
Oh god.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't breathe. I was like, my mum and dad wanted me to go to the hospital,
Yeah.
but I read. Did I just touch this?
Oh, it's still on. You're good.
Yeah. No, I read a lot up on it, and like back then it was the cases when people went to the hospital and got intubed. The survival rate was really shit.
Yeah.
So I said, look, nah.
Yeah. I'd rather not.
I mean, gonna get through it or not, and then that's how it is basically. But there was points where I couldn't go up a flight of stairs.
Really?
Yeah.
That bad?
Yeah, really bad.
But like you just couldn't breathe?
I couldn't. No, I
like
couldn't.
a little step like that?
Yeah, it was very, very difficult.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I coughed blood, and it was not good.
Oh God.
Yeah, and I was by myself. Yeah, it was in a house my mum's partner rented back then, and he already moved in with my mum by then, but he hadn't given up the house yet.
Right.
So I stayed there during the lockdown period, the first 3 months or whatever it was, and yeah, I was by myself. So they brought me through like food and stuff, but I had to cook still for myself.
Yeah, you still had to, and like on your deathbed.
Yeah,
oh
it's really
God. For 3 months.
I wasn't sick for 3 months, but I was by myself for 3 months. Yeah. But
That's
then,
hectic.
like, I did then go to work a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were allowed to, but I mean,
I
don't remember.
I think you were allowed to at the time. Like, there was that awkward, like, first lockdown, and then there was, like, some space in
the
between.
month of
and then
April, I think, was 2020 was, was a bit strange.
Yeah.
Well, it was strange.
Yeah.
But let's talk about something nicer. Bon appetit, by the way.
Bon appetit. Oh, yum. That looks good. A nugget. What else? Something a bit nicer.
What would you like to talk about? Yeah, that's why I'm the host.
I couldn't be a host of these. I actually would love to do a podcast.
Don't start this again. Every time you
say
tell
it
me.
to you all the time.
So what would you do your podcast about?
Well, initially I wanted to do it with my friend Emily, and we could do us just chatting shit, but chatting stuff. Can I swear on here?
Yeah. It's the internet.
Chatting shit. But no, I don't know. I do like what you're doing with like talking to people in the industry and talking about their personal experiences and everything too. Because I've never seen anything like it. And I find it so interesting.
When none of the people out there because you don't upload.
Nobody knows that it's there.
No.
Nah,
Yeah, it is fun.
It's exciting. It's cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
It needs to be more regiment, and we need to be a lot better at it. And I did cancel a lot this season, I feel like, because I was just busy. So yeah.
Once you get into the groove of things.
Yeah, I always think that, but then there's next thing coming. It's always, I feel like.
Yeah, it is non-stop, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of this. I think everyone knows that, the feeling of when we got there, then everything will be that. But it's never like
it's never like that. Then there's always more.
And everyone knows that feeling. Like when I get that job, then everything will be great. And then well, then you forget that.
Now I'm here, and you're like, okay, what's next?
Exactly. You forget that moment,
better,
and it's like, oh, okay, what now?
Yeah.
And that's sort of what I feel myself trapped in a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, the season's over, and I'm like, it's relaxed, and then you're really already in the next one.
Yeah. Like we've already
like,
been in the next one for the last month, I think.
Yeah, literally. Like
we've just been in summer mode.
Ticket sales started now, and we're starting the acts, looking for the acts now, and it never stops. So it's the same even with a day. Like I feel like I have like, let's say for tomorrow I have this and that. Yeah. And then every day something happens. I was like, and then everything changes.
Yeah, you think that you're gonna have like a break at least for like a day, and then you're like, oh no.
I mean, not even break. It's just like you have your plan, and then just it almost never works out.
Yeah, it completely changes.
Yeah. And for today, I was completely confused when I woke up. I was like, do
Where
the
are
podcast, and then I completely forgot about the game week catering in 3 hours where I need to be. It's like, and I was driving here. I was like, something else is
I swear there's something I have to do.
I couldn't get there.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I do like it. I do like podcasting, and I always say what's great about it is just having a chat.
Yeah.
Which you don't do really.
No, it's always surface level stuff, so it's nice to.
Yeah, and the environment is always different. There's either a group of people, which is fine too, or there's a party involved, or there's phones, work, whatever it is. So you don't just sit like when you do that.
Just chat like this, yeah.
You don't really.
No.
Yeah, that's why I like it. That's also why I like listening to podcasts. Like I seldom find myself listening to music anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
I always podcast.
I listen almost exclusively to podcasts.
Crazy.
Now with the show coming up and having Vashti's or you guys'
Ideas
playlist,
and yeah.
I listen to that, and then I make a playlist by myself, like just things when I hear something that. So I do in that process. I listen to it more, but during the season, I don't listen to music at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always got music. I literally wake up and turn music on. I've
Yeah.
always got it on.
Yeah, I listen to podcasts at all times.
Crazy.
But it's
What's
also
your
like-
favorite one?
I changed. I used to listen to a lot of Joe Rogan, but I changed it now. It's a lot. It's too Trumpy
Yeah.
for me now.
Yeah.
To some extent, there's some. If he has good guests on, I listen to that still, but
Yeah.
a bit away from that now. And as of like the last month or two, I listen to a whole lot of political podcasts because of the
Really?
elections. Like
Yeah,
we have elections
true. That's
tomorrow,
all going on, isn't it?
so I listen to a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I listen to it's a German podcast called Gemischtes Hack, which is two comedians who basically just chat shit.
Yeah, right.
And
They're my
that's-
favorite ones when people just talk.
Yeah,
smack
and
the
I
whole
think
time.
they are or used to be the biggest podcast in Europe.
Really?
Yeah,
A German one?
a German one. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he's a stand-upper, and the other guy is a comedic writer for like TV shows and stuff, and is now host as well.
Crazy.
I like listening because you can just like, click off.
Switch off. That's
Yeah.
what my favorite are these Aussie guys called the Inspired Unemployed, and they just chat shit the whole time,
Yeah.
and they do random things.
Yeah. But
And I
also-
love it. Just
yeah.
switch off.
But it's also the thing like you can like I find myself not like there's always something on. There's never just like a moment where you're by yourself.
Just silent. Yeah.
Silence and just deal with yourself.
Yeah.
It's like sort of a deflection.
Yeah, distraction from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's and I don't know if that's healthy either.
Yeah.
To be
I don't
honest,
know. I don't know if it's
to-
right.
No, but
I do the same as well. I can't sit in silence.
Yeah, and I feel when I have like hard moments or hard times where it's like busy or something else is going on, I do listen to even more then
Yeah.
because it's the thing of not letting yourself go.
Into that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's that can't be good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It can't be good, but I think it's something that
Still,
everyone or most people
healthier than
experience.
Abusing substances, for example.
That's very
So,
true.
Mm.
That's very true. But yeah, I think it's something that a lot of people experience and go through too. So it's nice to have that little escape when you've got
Yeah.
music or a podcast or something.
And what's nice about it's so simple. Like we have two microphones. Now we have sort of a system. We're still struggling a little bit here and there. And the only thing that makes this a bit more work is the filming part of it.
Yeah.
Like if we didn't film it, it's literally
You just
you
sit
could
and
do
chat.
it from at home.
Yeah, that's so
Which
true.
is
Which I
turn
think
it
is
on.
what a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's a lot quicker that way too.
Yeah.
It's a lot quicker, especially if you have two of the same people
Yeah.
all times.
Yeah.
like you don't
Just
need
constantly
this.
doing it. Yeah.
And we really just do it for the social media part of cutting it,
Yeah.
which we haven't done either a lot. But we're getting there eventually.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there.
Have you find a big change for you when it comes to taking a bit more responsibility now with being a choreographer and not just part of the dance?
Yeah, I find it's been a massive change for me, but really exciting. Like
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed it, and nice to have something else to do and
Yeah.
look forward to as well, and have that control, which is really nice. And I feel
It's-
very welcomed here and very like taken care of, which has
That's
been
good.
a really lovely feeling.
Is there something you've learned that you would say it's like one of the big changes, or something you feel like you changed as a person?
I feel like I've changed with like the way I like. Before I was just very like go with the flow, which I very much still am.
Yeah.
Very go with the flow and easygoing, but I feel like I'm able to put my foot down a bit more than I used to.
Mm.
Whereas before, you obviously, because you're not the one in charge or the one that
Yeah.
says what's what, so you'll just do whatever. But it's nice to have that responsibility and be able to, put my foot down a little bit more, which is a nice feeling to have. It's nice, but yeah, still enjoy and have fun, and have fun and enjoy it. But I mean, we're
Windy.
not saving lives here.
No, we're
We're
not.
putting on a show, so it's
Well, entertainment is saving lives.
that's
maybe
true.
Too, so.
You're right, actually.
Yeah.
That's true. But I think that's something I like tell myself, like it's never that serious.
No, it isn't. And not all of jobs are, but it is not that serious, but it needs to be fun.
Yeah.
And that that's really what it has to be at the end of the day. And I think then you can be good at it.
Yeah, like it's such a different job environment than any other job. So it's
quite unique.
Yeah.
It is quite unique. But
is there a hurricane?
Yeah.
What is going on?
I don't know if you can hear it on the microphones. Maybe you can.
Do you reckon?
I don't think you can on the
It's
microphones.
quite. Look at the
it's
tent.
very
It's like
windy.
shaking up there.
Yeah.
No, but I've back into it. I've enjoyed having more of a creative side as well.
Yeah.
It's been, like I said before, way more fulfilling and just like exciting what we can create and what we can make from here that hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
And it's nice to bounce off Vash and you as well and have ideas that we can like bring to life and bring here that people haven't seen before.
Yeah, and we're just starting. I
Yeah.
mean, the only thing is hindering us is the stage, the size of the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true.
That's almost the only thing. Yeah. But do you have I don't know if you thought about it, but do you have an idea like how you want to be with your cast and with the way you're going about things? Have you ever thought about that? Like how to deal with
for sure.
with your people?
Yeah, I like to have a lot more relaxed and just fun environment backstage, and I feel like I really try and bring that out with like my team.
Is that not everywhere the case?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
think a lot of places are quite regiment and I don't know, everywhere's different.
Yeah, I mean, you hear a lot. I think some people are very regiment and they have clear routes and you have to follow them. That's one side which works as well, and that's probably efficient.
Yeah.
And other places are complete, not chaos. It might be too much, but they're like basically
but the complete opposite side.
a club.
Yeah.
At all times.
Yeah. And I've heard of like people's contracts. I'm lucky I've never experienced this, but other people's workplaces being a not so nice environment that their leader isn't very nice to them or quite belittling to them or not great. So I really try to like not be that and not be like condescending and still have authority, but not. I'm still part of the team. We're all equals here. That's what I try to bring to this.
And
team.
I find it difficult too, because I'm within our staff as well, and I work on a bar and all these things. So it's not just like a managing position.
Yeah.
Where I think if you're just a managing position, it's a bit easier.
Yeah. But when
I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is, but if you're part of it and you want to have a friendly relationship with people as well, but there's always like a fine line, like to what extent, and then so
I think in the start I was finding that hard to find that fine line because I'm so used to just being friends with everyone and being the loud chatty one, so trying to figure out a place of still having authority in that, I found that a little not difficult, but it was just a change. But I feel like we've got into a good rhythm and a good flow now, and
I mean, we learn every day. I mean,
learning as you go, and that's
perfect.
the best way. Yeah, for
and
sure.
I've learned this season a lot too. It's like just with how to deal with, especially people. I found I learned a lot, which I just need to implement it a bit better.
Yeah, but it's been cool to see like your side of everything as well. Like now that I am like signed on with the company and really in the company, it's cool to see everything that goes into it. Yeah. Whereas before, like the main focus for me was just dance and
dancing and
just the
surviving.
performers and surviving and getting by, and that lovely staff meal every night. That was my days. But now, I like see most things, and it's crazy to see how much goes into it and how much work you do and
I don't do
your
that
dad
much,
does. And you do. You don't stop.
But it is a lot that goes into it, and most people don't see that. Like the production of it, there's
so much.
Yeah, well,
so much.
The difficulty of it is really that we have to take it down every time. Yeah, and I think shows who are in fixed theaters have it easier. They also have limited options as well, because every time we build it, take it down and build up again, there's new ideas and something we can do differently, which is nice as well.
Yeah, that is nice.
But taking it down
that's so tedious.
It's difficult, yeah. Especially in the 14th year now. So we took apart the tent 14 times and built it 14 times. 14? Yeah.
That's crazy. This year's 15?
No, the coming one is 15, yeah.
The next winter?
Yeah.
We have to do something big.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
Put a pool in. No.
Put a pool in.
Ride it on elephants.
Oh, bring back the... Actually, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say, bring back the live animals for those that want to know animal rights. Cut that out.
We never had... we had Jay and birds. And he's still probably one of the most asked for artists.
Really? Jay is?
Yeah.
His act is, like, all of his acts and things that he does is great.
Yeah, it's really good.
And he takes such good care of those birds.
Yeah.
They love those birds like they're their babies.
And it's just the 3D sort of feeling, like when the birds fly around the table and stuff. Have you seen? No, you haven't seen it.
No, you wouldn't have seen it. It was years,
Like,
it was like years ago now.
Jay is a magician from Finland, and he is a partner of Sassy and Vashti's good friend Jade, and he works with birds.
Yeah, the tall blonde one.
Jay Nemi, yeah. And he has
they have an act together now.
birds flying around the tent. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on the videos and stuff. Yeah.
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 And he's still one of the most asked for artists.
He just does it so well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. So it's I think the inclusion thing where you have it's also a point, like when a bird flies over you, you feel included in the show.
You're fully in it.
Like it's a bit more like you sit in a manege, which is why these tables also sell the most and quickest, because you're really in it. It's part of it, I think, why it works so well.
Yeah.
I think what's also we only have it at the beginning, but you start dancing on desktop and Eddie is here is a little bit of that.
Yeah, I definitely want to incorporate that
more. It's a taster
more.
of it.
Yeah, because people get so excited. Like, there's always people laughing or chatting up there.
I also thought
even I get to chat with them. I love it.
With Daniello to start up there.
Yeah.
Something, have a spotlight there and talk to them and then go down.
Yeah.
Things like that. I think it makes it, because you have that capability in this tent. It's the same when we watched, what was it, Del Vesprada, the musical?
Oh, Del Vesprada, yeah.
And they had scenes where
the dancers would come out in the crowd.
Were in the crowds.
Yeah.
And that always makes it, I feel like, that...
Like the immersive stuff.
The immersive
People love
things,
it.
yeah.
You want to feel a part of something, and especially something so special like this, or
they did
like
it
Devil Wears Prada.
Ash and I watched the Lion King musical in New York when we were there. And they have that too. They have these big costumes and go through the audience.
Crazy.
And start singing and stuff.
Because then it really pulls you into a world as well.
Yeah.
Like, you don't feel like you're in your world.
Exactly. And
you
here
like
you have...
part of it.
It's easier to do here, because you're so close to everyone.
Because that is the whole thing. Yeah, I definitely want to incorporate that more, because people love it. And we love it too. It's nice to be up in the crowd and a part of it and really see everyone.
Yeah. So when you do a choreography, do you have a process how you do that? Or did you learn that in school, or do you just like wing it? Really?
Just wing it. Too? I've just been winging it.
I wing everything.
I do.
My whole
That's
career
my life.
built on winging it.
That's literally me. No, I've always like had a love for it, and I've always like, as a kid, loved creating, and even getting older, I always taught. I always loved like teaching and creating different pieces and stuff. But I think just watching and learning so much from previous contracts, I've figured out what works here, especially for a venue like this, how it works and what you need to do, like lighting wise or stage wise, which has been really exciting. But I think my process is just finding a song and just having to play with it. I always just put it on and just move around for a couple hours and just see what feels nice.
Okay.
Which is quite fun. And then I like to write out like different positions and where people will go and
so positioning and stuff.
What they'll do, I like to write those out because I always have ideas and then I forget it.
Okay.
So I need to like write
everything
out to have it there. Yeah, I have a little notebook that I write. Everyone's a little dot and then they've got a little name under it.
Yeah.
Or everyone's a different colour. That was this season.
Yeah.
I was purple.
Okay. Do you like purple? Is that your favourite colour?
I love purple. It used to be. I don't know what my favourite colour is now. I love red at the moment.
Red?
Yeah, I could go. Red could be my favourite colour right now. Change it up.
Okay, well, according to Franklin, my son, my favourite colour is red right now too.
Yours is red too. See,
it is
my
favourite colour is green, but it's...
No, but you have to change it now.
Yeah, it's red now.
It's red now.
His is blue for anyone that's interested.
His is blue. I'm interested. Oh, I love Franklin.
But I can't imagine like doing a choreography. Like it's so... Obviously, I'm not a dancer at all, but I just find it interesting to find the movements and stuff, and they're not always just standard movements either.
Yeah,
like obviously it's probably standard jazz dance moves.
Yeah, there's like different
things.
styles, and I think that's what I wanted to incorporate into this show. This season was a bit more variety. Like we've got the tap, we've got like more commercial styles, whereas before it was very showgirly, which is beautiful, and I love that, and I want to bring more of that into our show next winter. But it was nice to change it up and do something a bit different.
Yeah.
And bring tap into it. I love tap. I've always loved tap.
Oh, me too. Sorry.
Yeah, watch that.
What I found interesting as an insight when we did auditions is that you guys think about the positioning, like what they look like beside each other. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
It's like, it makes sense, but I've just haven't heard
Something
it before.
you don't think about, yeah.
No, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's also like doing a number, you can change positions here as well.
Yeah.
And then you have a height difference sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, especially here we have a big height difference this year. Like Jax she's a mega giant and she's really tall.
Yeah, she's very tall. Yeah,
and I'm a little midget, so...
Well, you're not, but you're definitely shorter.
I'm the shortest.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, you need higher shoes then.
Yeah, I need higher shoes. Oh, yeah. I want to be the tallest. Yeah, no, there's definitely things like that you really have to think about that I guess, I haven't really thought about until I started performing and even until I started installing shows and helping out with that stuff. That you don't think about, like, what dancers dance like together was a big thing that we were looking at in auditions. And because some people just dance completely different, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, even the style is different as well.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Well, it's cool. I like that side of it, though. Like, that's the fun creating side I like.
And you still can dance.
Yeah.
Which is...
I know, I got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got
that
here.
too. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know either. But Vash says that too. She can still sing. Well, with Franklin, it's a little less, obviously.
Yeah.
But she's still able to go on stage while having the creative
part. And doing what you love still.
Putting
but
it together.
Yeah, finding a new love for that side as well.
Yeah.
It's really exciting. I get mass imposter syndrome because I feel
really?
like, yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh, how did I get here? I don't think I should be here. And then everyone's like, but you helped put the show together, so you should be here.
Well, it's always a right place, right moment.
Yeah.
Right person.
For sure.
It's really that.
Yeah.
And you deserve it, so it's all good.
Thanks.
Don't have to have imposter syndrome.
No, I feel very lucky though to be able to do what I love.
Well,
and be able to create as well.
I think we've found a good team now.
Yeah.
So, and it's fun, and that's important.
Yeah.
That's when you asked me about after COVID, I've missed sort of passion for it. Like, especially after COVID, like last winter was really tedious is the wrong word, but it didn't feel nice anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like I don't know, you felt sort of like in a hole where you just like it run its course, like you've done it 14 times now.
It's the same thing.
With the same thing, and it's just the same tasks. Well, it is ours, but it is to some extent isn't.
Yeah.
And it needed a change too.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did it. And it wasn't hard. It wasn't easy to decide that and go into a different direction.
It's a big change.
It is, yeah.
But it's exciting as
well. So far, it worked out as well. I mean, it could have been disaster as well. I mean,
could have gone real bad.
Could have gone bad. And but starting with the summer, I think that was a success. And now this winter, even more so.
Yeah. So. I think I was kind of the same as well after last winter.
Yeah, you were ready to go home.
I was ready to go home. Yeah. I was looking at apartments at home. I was ready to move back, and then I fell into the choreographing, and it's brought that love back again for me, for dancing, and because it felt like a job before that.
Yeah, it's the same for me as well.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't have that much to do with the creative thing. I mean, I always Vashti always asks me, you ask me as well, and I can give my 2 cents on it. But just seeing my wife working on it, it gives a lot more. It feels wholesome more. It feels more. I don't know. It just feels better. And it's like having a restaurant, but not being allowed to decide what you cook. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sort of that. Yeah. And that's what it was.
Yeah.
And that just didn't feel right anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's nice to get back to creating and having a bit more love for it again.
And now having live music in the summer. So
I'm so excited for the live music.
Yeah, me too.
I've only worked with a live band once.
Oh, yeah? On a ship? No,
on the Udo tour.
Oh, yeah, right.
That was a whole different scale.
Yeah, I mean, that was Udo Lindenberg tour.
Yeah, so that was massive.
That's cool. Wow. That's a cool gig.
That was one of my favourites.
Yeah, I can...
Probably the top one.
Yeah.
I mean, choreographing I'm loving too, but it's a whole different, ball game. And I love that. I loved dancing with live music and really like feeding off that. And
well, it's going to be back here.
Well, we're bringing it back. No, I can't wait. People love live music too. Like, whenever you see a show with live music, it's all they talk about. It's just, I don't know, people just love it, don't they?
Well, it's more interactive as well.
Yeah.
And to most people, live played instrument is impressive.
Mm.
I think it should be to everyone, really, but
Yeah.
to everyone that isn't a musician, it's always very impressive.
Yeah.
And unique. And it also gives it gives it a different element as well. If you put a guitarist or a drummer even or whatever on the center with people around it, it's just another dynamic.
Yeah.
And that's always nice, I think.
Yeah.
It's giving more moments of different dynamics, so it keeps it interesting.
Yeah, so it's not just the same formula that we've always
Yeah,
had.
exactly.
So it's nice to change it.
If it's repetitive, then eventually people will also say, like, yeah, seen it now, it's fine.
Yeah. But even staging-wise, I feel like for me it's exciting because you can use the band and so many more things you can do with it. Like, so many more people to, like, create on and do things with. I'm very excited.
Exciting times ahead.
Exciting times ahead. But first, I need a nap.
Yeah, I need to go work in a football stadium now.
I need a coffee.
All right. Thank you for your time as always.
Thanks for having me. I'll see you in summer.
Yeah, well, see you later. But